All right. Welcome to this episode. And today, I want us to talk about. I want to enlighten you about debts. But before we start, just like previously said that when you when you like, comment, and follow or share, then I think that's a motivation also to my side. Yes, so now generally, like I said in my previous videos, that I'm in this champion of promoting financial literacy among Kenyans, and not only Kenyans but to the entire world, to the whole world. So financial literacy, if I say financial literacy, what I literally mean is you knowing how to escape know how to escape poverty, and not only just escaping poverty but also creating wealth, and not just wealth but creating what we call sustainable wealth, or creating a legacy. Now before even I proceed further, I want to mention this. Financial literacy is very simple, being that the core components of financial literacy include, we can talk about personal spending habits. You have your personal spending habits. Then apart from personal spending habits, we can talk of debt or other loans. Then apart from debt and loans, we can also talk about investments. So those are the three components of personal finance, or what we call financial literacy. Debt, financial spending habits, and investments. Now today I want to talk about loans or debts, whichever way you call it, loans or debt. This is a big problem. This is a big problem, and these loans sometimes make us slaves. But before I dive deep into this this subject, I want to use what we call analogy to explain this context in a layman's language, or in a simplest way possible, that everyone will be able to understand what I mean. Now we understand that we operate in an economy. Yes. Then another thing I want to emphasize on is information. When you don't have information, it becomes a little bit tricky for you, because I can tell you for sure that I don't think if there is anyone who will have sympathy for you not having information, or for you being ignorant. Rather, people will tend to use your ignorance for their benefits. So always live by that. Always live to know that that's what actually happens. No one will have sympathy for you because you have no information on a particular subject or on a particular area. Or rather, they will use that one as an advantage to exploit you. Now, I want to use a fishing industry. Fishing of the normal fishing that you know, that is let me spell out, because we also have fishing which is also used in technology, or in technology, or in programming. Yes, so the fishing I'm referring to here is fishing with FISHING, fishing, the normal one. Now, under fishing industry or in fishing, we have the three components or the three players that I want to mention, that I want to use here. First of all, we have the fisherman, and secondly, we have the fish, and then third, we have the methodology or the fishing method that is being used. Okay. Now, for fish, which is the prey, yeah, I hope you understand what is the prey, the victim. Fish, which is the victim here. I'll explain what it means in the financial market, because I've said that this is analogy. And then we have the fisherman. Also, I'll explain in the financial market, because same, because this is analogy. And methodologies also I'll explain. Now, I want to begin by saying that fish is a borrower. Then fisherman is the lender. Then the methodology is now the strategies that are being put in place, okay, to ensure that the main goal is to catch a fish. Now, let me add another component, that is the loan, which to me in fishing I want to call it bait. Okay. Now, loans can be advantageous, and at the same time loans can be disadvantageous. Now, what really matter here is your information between the fisherman and the fish. Who owns the strategy? Like, who knows what's going on? Okay. Now, when you are fishing, you understand that the fisherman. Let me use for example this rod fishing, whereby you use a rod and a hook, or we call it line fishing, a rod and a hook, and with a bait. Okay. Then the fish will see the bait, which normally they can use worms to attract. Now, when the fish head towards the bait, then try to eat, knowing that it has found what meal for the day. Then the meal turns out to be sour, like the meal turns out to be now what causes death. Now, that's how practically loans do happen. Now, this, when you take a loan, let's say for example, when you take a loan, and particularly one I'm emphasizing, there are various types of loans, but for now I'm talking about consumption loan or personal loan, because I'm dealing with what we call a personal finance. Okay. Now, when you take a loan, by the time you take a loan, actually you understand very well, you know it very well that this loan or this money is, you're actually spending someone's money. Like, you are spending money that you've not earned. You are using someone's money, yet you know very well that you're using someone's money for a consideration, but you are not paying attention to the consideration. Okay. So it's the same as the fish now finding a prey easily, knowing that they have found a standstill prey which is not moving, so there is no even effort to chasing the prey. You understand? Now, that's how also loans are usually you are being invited to treat loan like it is being displayed for you to treat it. So when you go, you take the loan, of more so personal loan, and for in this case I want to use an example of yes, I want to use an example of salary advance loans, or loans given in salary advance loans, okay, which is a type of personal loan. Now, between the lender and the borrower, when the borrower applies for a loan, and the loan get honored or accepted, the borrower feel that, oh, really, this is a big deal, like this, wow, this good, not knowing that there is somebody having strategy somewhere, okay, and the loan is just acting as a bait for you to treat. So when you take the loan, of course you have the cash, and once you have the cash, expenses arrives, and you know very well that this loan is personal loan, which is not going to accrue any it's not going to generate income which you can use towards servicing the loan. So it means you will need again to do what? You will need again to look for other sources of repaying this loan. And my cue, for instance, this one, if I take for instance this is what we call salary advance, whereby you are taking your collateral is like the salary that you are going to receive at the end of the month. Now, when you take a loan, these people knows very well that when the salary arrives, they will deduct through a check-off system. Now, when you take a loan, let's say for example, you wanted a loan to supplement your monthly budget. Maybe the salary you got previously is not enough to cover all the expenses that arrived in that month, and then you opt for a loan, or salary advance loan or payslip loan. Then once you've been given this loan, actually one of the another characters of this type of loan is that they are having high interest rates. Okay, so when you take this loan, okay, it doesn't mean that your salary is going to increase. Your salary will be the same, will be the same. So after taking this loan, then other expenses which are also come because now you have a float, or you have disposable income, which is actually it's not your money, it's from the loan. You spend this money, then by the end, because you will be having relief, you know very well that at the end of the month I will get a salary, then I'll pay the loan, or I'll service the loan. Then at the end of the month, you find that, okay, yes, salary comes, then they deduct. Okay, they deduct the loan plus the interest. Okay, so let's say for example, if you took a loan of 100,000, or let me not use a bigger figure, let's say you took a loan of 60,000, then this loan of 60,000, and let's say for example interest applied on this is around 20,000, so total loan is 80,000. So once you have this 80,000, and let's say for example you are earning what, let me not mention amount you are earning, but you are earning some amount, but already you have a loan of 80,000. Okay, so by the time you receive your salary, this 80,000 will be deducted from what? From your account. Then what does that means? It means that it will still leave you with a less amount, or with amount that cannot take you through the following month. Okay, so then the balance that you are remaining after the loan has been deducted, you will use to, of course, try to cover the expenses of the month. But because even if the previous month did not cover, that's why you had to go for the loan. It means that even this one, the little you are remaining with will not be enough to cover the month, to cover the expenses for that month. So what does this mean? It will mean you will also have to go and seek another loan, to supplement what? The budget of that month. Okay? So when this happen, there's something which will happen here. There is what we call that you will be locked in a debt cycle. Okay? So being locked in a debt cycle means that you are ever in a debt. Okay? You finish paying this, then you find yourself in another debt. And by the time you are in a debt cycle, who benefits? It's not you, because it's not you. The person who is benefit is the fisherman, who is the lender. Okay? Because by the time you are repaying the loans, you are repaying with what? The interest. Okay? So you basically, you are not benefiting, because you are using this money not to do a project, but to do what? For consumption. So these are some of the basic things you as an individual, or you as a citizen, or you as a consumer, you should always consider and be smart enough to ensure that you don't get locked in what we call debt cycle. Okay? So this is just one of the types of the loan that and the most basic one. And I know everyone is usually majority have been found or have found themselves in this type of loan. Yeah, once you have your salary, or maybe you are a salaried person, you will always have the temptation when emergency come to use your or to supplement your budget with what? With the salary advance loans, which I've said can lead you into what we call a debt cycle. You finish paying this, then whatever you are remaining with after servicing the loan is not enough to push you until you get the next income. So this will always make you to always what you do, you pay this one, then after paying this, you do what? You also get into another one to supplement the subsequent months. So this one will always keep you in what we call revolving loans. And this one, when you do that, then you are doing what? Like you are promoting, or you are benefiting what? The fisherman, which in this case I'm talking about the lender. Okay? And you are now the captive, because you don't know that you are a slave in one way. Yeah. So for today, this is what I want to discuss. And for those who have ears, please be sure that you are not in a debt cycle. So do what is necessary to avoid this. You can just ensure that don't live within your means. Do not overspend, or do not spend to please someone. Yes, if you are not capable of doing something, or you are financially down, just understand that you are not capable, and forgo that. Yes, because these economic resources, they are insatiable. Okay, so yeah, they will always come. When the income increases, they will also increase at the same time. So that's what I wanted to share. So kindly, like I said, like, comment, follow, and share for more. Yeah, so next time I will also talk about other types of loans and their challenges. For now, thank you and bye.